funny you should ask, but a lot of people say about me, anyone take you seriously as a poet when you're this good looking? And I say, it's not too hard for me actually. I like coming down to Folkestone today, it looked pretty. I like the creative section of town. It makes me think that maybe it's not so shithole like some people. People, a place to get bad reputation based on things in the past, like halfway houses and other people's political attitudes or something. I don't know who am I to judge, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like on a day-to-day basis, like wherever you live, it's just where you live. It's like a miniature universe. People generalise it. You think, well, there's probably nice people everywhere, isn't it? It depends who you're meeting and how you're meeting them. It depends on the context, and it also depends on your behaviour. You know, if you're like nice to people, face to face, they're probably nice to you. You know, as long as you don't bring up like certain issues, like certain people did tonight. I don't want to like point fingers, but if you're going to like bring up certain like issues, certain people can get defensive about it. You know, it's like I feel like it's really weird how people don't seem to be able to manage like the interpersonal skills, like just being nice to people, and then they judge other people about things that they do. But then I think, well, you're not very nice, are you? You're telling me what to think. I don't even know. Anyway, let's get back to the original situation that I was talking about. It says like, I feel like sometimes people don't really listen. I'm trying to be nice, you know. I mean, maybe sometimes first impression they get me is how good looking I am. They don't then take me very seriously, and I think, well, I should choose to spend my life being a poet, not like doing something I could have done for money instead. I could have spent my time like working in banking or something. I'm clever, I've got big brains. We don't all get the same opportunities in life, but I went to school and worked really hard, and then I decided to become a poet, which, you know, has a certain advantage. We were talking earlier upstairs about lots of different things. One of the things we talked about is cows. I don't want to go off topic too much, but I feel like cows are not at all scary, and there was like I felt really like socially bullied into the idea that cows were like really dangerous. But when you cross the field, you just mind your own business. You don't even walk near them. They're not going to hurt you, are they? Anyway, when I came into this room, I was like really fascinated by these gold curtains. I'm just going to go back here for a sec. Just get like a breath of air. You don't have to look at me, because then you probably feel a bit awkward. But it's alright, don't worry about it. I'm not going to do anything too bad. Oh, I'm down here now. It's like a secret world. No one can see me. When people can't see you, you feel just completely different. And I feel like if I'm by myself, you're just like living in a world without mirrors. You know, imagine if there was never any mirror and no one ever saw what you look like. All right. And then I feel like if I didn't know what I looked like, then my life would be different, because I wouldn't even know that I'm good looking. And so when people would say that to me in a social situation, I'd be like, I don't even know what that means. What's the context? They've seen themselves. How's it going? Like, imagine all the people who are living around the world who didn't even see a mirror before, they didn't even know what they look like. Did people who lived in places before they invented mirror technology actually walk around like the obsidian mirrors they had in Mexico? They said they were occult things, you know, like look into them, you see like something real occult. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean occult, mate? I don't know, even from a place where they have that kind of stuff. Witches, like, was the witches down in Folkestone? Is that why people say it was a shithole? I don't think so. I don't think it was witch-based stuff that people said that. It was because like people don't have as much money or something, I don't know. But it seems to be getting a little bit nicer around here. You know what I'm saying? It's like improving. We were talking about it earlier, we were talking about Brighton and Hove, and we were saying like, oh no, everywhere got gentrified. People say gentrified, you know, when I went to Berlin one time, they're like, oh, so gentrified. I'm like, Berlin's gentrified, you know even nothing about it, you should come to London. In London, then you find out about gentrification, mate. You're walking through Prenzlauer Berg saying, oh, they're taking over. It was a Turkish area, it wasn't even your fucking area in the first place. All the people in Berlin comparing each other to each other. When did you move? Before the wall fell? I don't fucking care. I'm from London, you fucking mug. Anyway, so when you think about like the way that these towns have developed, I tend to think like, you know, it's first started with Brighton and Hove and that, and people like, oh, it's a creative place, not as expensive as London. It's as expensive as London now, isn't it? If you go down to Brighton, it's not cheap, is it? And then it started to get worse round further on the coast. We've got St. Leonard's and we've got Hastings, and then people were telling me upstairs, my mic just kicked in. Why can I only just suddenly hear my mic's louder? And then I felt like it's moved further on the coast now, and it's probably got over to this part of the world, so people who have been here for 20 years are probably like, I liked it better in the old days. But if it was that way in the old days, all these other people wouldn't come, you know? It's such a strange process, the way that people move.
And most of it's about affordability, you know, chasing creative people out of town. But then if you make a part of the town that is for creative people, eventually it'll get to the point where the creative people can't afford it here anymore. That obviously hasn't happened yet, or there wouldn't be anyone in the room coming to see some experimental poetry. We're on the cusp of a wave here in Folkestone, on the cusp of a wave. I imagine in different parts of this area, like for example where Steve lives in the Romney Marshes, he said there's people who drive around looking for people who have come across in the boat. I bet that doesn't happen in Folkestone very much, people who are walking their dogs. I went for a run today down to Hive and I thought, this is very nice in Hive, isn't it? It makes Folkestone look positively like it was like Wales in the 70s or something. Alright, I've probably done my set now, I've done my 20 I reckon, so Miho will be pretty happy about it. Just a big thanks to everyone for coming out today, I really had a good time, and thanks for Steve for nearly fucking drowning yourself, you mug. Alright, nice one, cheers.
Oh, cheers. It was much shorter than I thought.